Hello, everyone. How you all doing? That was good fun, wasn't it? Watching that. Liverpool 5, West Ham 2. Now, look, as always, if you are new to this channel, please subscribe. Drop a like on the video. Try and cheer me up a little bit. Because I'm not very happy. I'm not going to sit here ranting today, and I'm not. Genuinely, I'm not. I've not got it in me. I know it ain't going to go that way, this video, because I know how I felt the entire day, probably since last night, since the news of the accounts broke, to be quite honest. And that's what we're going to talk about very quickly before we get into that game, because that is the elephant in the room. You know, I know not many people want to talk about it, want to hear about it, want to think about it. But look, let's have it straight. That's part of the reason we're in this fucking mess. It's because we've had fans that have been sticking their head in the sand going, oh, it'll be all right, Gov. Well, it ain't going to be all right, Gov. We've acted too late. If you look at the state of our accounts now, it doesn't even matter if we survive. It doesn't matter. That game today was insignificant. The game against Fulham is insignificant. It doesn't matter. We're going to have to sell virtually all of our crown jewels, even if we stay in the Premier League. That is a state that we are now in. So all that crap that we've had to listen to when we sold Kudus in the summer, making stories up so the fans believe it, saying the player's forcing himself out. Then the same with Paqueta, all these players, Guilherme, getting all these players out the door because it's the players that want to go. No, we are desperate for money, and it still ain't enough. And the bad thing is, those accounts don't even account for the last fucking year, with all the other stuff that's happened since then. We're in shit. Over £100 million in the red. We've got more going out than we've got coming in. That's why we're selling players. We're spending over 20 million a year on credit on our repayments. And next year, there's something like £200 million repayable. So next year, we've got to find fucking £280 million from somewhere. We're done. I'm not going to go and start saying, oh, we're going to go into administration next year, because I don't think we're that close, but we ain't far off. Put it this way, if we got relegated, I was told this quite specifically, quite explicitly by a guy who knows West Ham's finances and football finances. His words to me were, if we get relegated and we don't come back up, we'll be in administration inside 2 to 3 years. We'll be done. That is how bad our finances are. So what does it fucking matter what happened today? What does it actually matter? What are we so desperate to stay up for? So that we can just fucking prop up the rest of the Premier League next year once we've sold Fernandes, once we've sold Bowen, once we've sold Somerville? Why are we so desperate to stay in this league now based on what they've just told us? They're not desperate to stay in the league because they know that they can't. They're not Premier League owners. They can't afford it. They can't put any money into us. They won't. Krasinski won't put any more money in because last time he did, Sullivan spunked it all, ruined it, put us in more debt. Krasinski putting money in, hammered us more into debt. Said I weren't going to get angry, but I won't about the game. But honestly, going into that game today, the lineup came out. I said before the game, I'm behind the boys. I hope we do well. But it just felt irrelevant. Watching the whole game, I was emotionless watching that. I enjoyed little moments of it, little passages, but the game went how I thought it was going to go. Liverpool is shit at the minute. That's a shit Liverpool team. That's a Liverpool team that Nottingham Forest absolutely tore apart in the first 45 minutes last weekend. Didn't let Liverpool get near that ball. They pressed them high. It's like Nuno and his team hadn't even watched that game. They didn't even watch it. Basically, Nottingham Forest didn't give them any room to breathe whatsoever. They was pressing them in their faces. It's like the ball was stuck in their half for 45 minutes. Second half, it got quieter, and then Liverpool ended up getting a goal that shouldn't have stood and ended up losing right in the last fucking minute of injury time. But that's how you approach Liverpool. You don't give the team that want the ball, that don't like pressure, give them the ball and don't put any pressure on them. And we sat deep for the first part of the game and conceded that goal. Did we react? Yes, we reacted. But then all we're doing is we're leaving ourselves exposed, don't we? Because now we're desperate. Now we're chasing the game. And it was just a fucking goal fest. And do you know what? If the game meant something, I might feel more passionate about it. But look, at the end of the day, the players that were on that pitch, They gave it a go. Tactically, we were shit. We conceded 3 goals that came off the back of set pieces. Hermansen's non-existent. He's non-existent. I said before the game he's shit. We had our best striker in terms of goal scorer on the bench. We had our best goalkeeper on the bench. And we're playing Liverpool in a game that we've really got to win. Otherwise, we're just going to be sat here begging that Spurs and Nottingham Forest don't get anything again. It ain't going to keep on happening. It's not, they haven't got easy games tomorrow going away to Fulham and Brighton. But at some point, they're going to win. The only reason we're still fucking relevant is because they keep losing. But like I've said, does it really matter? At least if fucking Spurs stay up, they can push on and do something next year. Same with Forest. What can we do if we stay up? What can we do if we actually stay in this league? I'll tell you what we can do. Sell from a bare bones team and a bare bones squad, sell 3 or 4 of our best players. And then go out and buy some more shit like we've just bought in this window. That's what we're going to do. Because it's all we can do. So, honestly, now, the situation that I'm in, I can't put up with any more of this shit in the Premier League. Based on what I've seen, based on what we know this board are going to do, I don't want to be in the Premier League now. I don't. Not with them. Not with them in control. I do not want to be in the league next fucking year. Go down, take the hit now, because all we're doing is kicking the can of humiliation down the road. Every fucking year, we're a joke in this league. Every year. And I am going to give some credit as well, which might surprise you, to Nuno and those players. Because you can't tell me that they are not aware of what has just been released. You can't tell me that Nuno's looked at that and gone, fuck me, I've got nothing to spend now. Nothing. I've got to lose more players. What's going on here? You can't tell me that you've got players in that team that are either thinking, well, if they're half decent, well, they're going to sell me. I'm off. I'm gone. They can't afford to keep me. And you've got other players in there going, fucking hell. You know, what are we going to be left with here? What team am I in here? So for them to go out and put in quite a feisty, punchy performance, you've got to give them credit for it. Like I said, he got the fundamentals wrong. He's going to continue to get them wrong. I don't know what fucking Areola's done to him. Maybe he called him Baldy as well, like James Ward-Prowse did. I don't know. But we've got the best shot stopper that we've got sat on our fucking bench because we've got a bloke who apparently is so good with his feet. Let me tell you how good Hermansen is with his fucking feet, shall I? 1 second, because I've been trying to work this out. Going, what are you all talking about? He's good with his feet. So let's have a look at Hermansen's stat after this game. Well, accurate passes, these are like 5-yard passes. 27 out of 38, 71%. Not bad. Accurate passes into the final third, 1 out of 7. 14% he got right there. Accurate long passes, 6 out of 17. 35%. We've dropped the best shot stopper we've fucking got for that. It makes no sense. None. Again, I know that some of those shots were deflected. I know they were. But he don't move. He doesn't move. It was the same against Man United. Exactly the fucking same. The one that Wan-Bissaka cleared off the line didn't move. The one that they scored, the header that got disallowed, didn't move. Xerxes' header that flashes past the post didn't fucking move. Sesko's one. He moved for that, but it was too late. He weren't ready for it. They had 5 shots on goal today that he had to deal with. 1 he saved, 4 went in. No, 6, sorry. 1 he saved, 5 went in. It's just fucking shit. And I know what's his name, Tatty scored today. I know he did. And I'm not having a go at him, but look, he ain't a centre forward. He scored a goal, same thing, off the back of a fucking corner that came in that weren't really well looked after. Good header in the end. But again, we've got our main goal scorer sat on the fucking bench. Tatty he's not even a centre forward. I think we're making him look bad. He's even come out in himself and said that he is not a striker that leads the line. That's what he said. I'm not a striker that leads the line. So what are we doing with him? We're putting him up there because he runs a lot. But it's completely fruitless for him. Where he needs to be is behind the striker. He needs to be there in the 10. Stick Wilson in front of him. But we're not doing it. But no, like I said, an average Liverpool team there put 5 past us. They were average. They were terrible defensively. How many times did we get in behind them? How many times did we get in behind them? They are bang fucking average for Liverpool, by Liverpool standards. And they scored 5 past us. When was the last time they scored 5 past a team? Now, we can sit here and we can go, oh, but it was a good performance. It don't really reflect the scoreline. Well, no, maybe it don't. But they scored 5 past us. And if they'd have needed another one, they'd have probably got another one. You can't have played well if you conceded 5. Not really. We did well in spurts. Scored a couple of goals. Goal from Suchek. Ball gets flashed across the box. He runs onto it. Goal. And a scrappy one from Tati from a corner. That's it. Bowen was shit. Not blaming him. Maybe this is what's been affecting Bowen. Maybe what I was talking about before I started talking about the game, maybe this is what is affecting Bowen. Maybe Bowen loves the club as much as what we do, and he can't get his head straight at the moment because he knows we're fucked. And he knows he's going to be sold next year. And maybe that is what is affecting Bowen. Maybe that's why he can't get his fucking head in the game. I don't know. How can you really motivate yourself for this? It's like a fucking simulation that we're in. All these players that we're watching, they ain't going to be here next year. It's all a fucking lie. Everything to do with this club is a lie. You can't listen to anything. And do you know what? Was it Brady? She said she'll make one pledge. This was I think it's 2010. We'll make one pledge to West Ham. We'll hang at the gallows or something in the Tower of London before you get into that sort of financial mess again. We'll get that fucking noose ready. Because you've killed this club. We're in way worse financial state than what we was when you came here. Way worse. What have we got? We've got debts that are more than the value of our squad. We've got a stadium. We're living in rented accommodation. We don't make a bean off of anything match day revenue in terms of selling a fucking sausage roll or a beer. Make no money off of that. We've got training grounds that are mortgaged fully up to the hilt. We've got nothing. You've mortgaged everything. You've taken every penny. You've made West Ham poor to make yourselves rich. That's what you've done. You have completely and utterly milked this fucking cow dry. And anyone with any eyes in their head, from a fan's perspective, have seen this coming for a long, long time. We've seen it coming for a long time, and now everyone is on board with it, and now we're going to force them out. Now we're going to get them out. It's too fucking late! We don't need new owners. We need a fucking charity case. We need someone who wants to come in and buy a club that don't own a stadium, that's got a fucking mortgaged up shithole training ground, that's got a fucking absolutely, let's have it straight, shit squad of fucking players, a dickhead manager, of a fan base which has been forced out. Our legacy fan base have the real fucking, the real fans. Most of them have been forced out of there. You want someone to come in and buy that? Yeah, we're a sleeping giant. There's about 50 of them in England. 50 of them that ain't got half as much fucking baggage as what we've got. They have made us unsaleable, them cunts. Well, so much for me not losing me temper. Calm down, Nick, it's Anfield. Oh, okay, yeah. Calm down, Nick. We're playing Bournemouth this week, You can't expect to beat them. Calm down, Nick. It's Arsenal. Calm down, Nick. We've got to beat fucking someone! You can make a fucking... if you want to stay in this league, like I said, it don't really matter, but if you want to stay in the fucking league, you have to beat someone. You've got to. If you're going to not win the games that you should win, Trodge, that means that you've got to win games that you don't normally win. That's the position that you put yourself in. So what we're saying in Fulham are in form at the moment. Away, we've got no chance. Write that off. City. Right, we won't even watch it. It's City. Fucking write that one off. Aston Villa, top 4. Way better than us. Fucking write that. Let's just not watch it. Every single team in the Premier League, you can make a case for beating you. You can. We didn't approach that game properly. We didn't. It was poor tactically. It was a bit of a mess for me. The players individually, a lot of them, some of them, put in some effort. Fernandes done well. I thought the centre-backs, even though we conceded 5, Did all right. Dizazi had one moment. Mavropanos was fucking brilliant. You know, with that block, which would have made it whatever else. But Jesus fucking Christ. Honestly, make excuses for everything. That's all we do. It's all right. Losing 5 to Anfield is Anfield. We never win now. We're in the bottom 3. And again, I don't know why I'm even getting angry over it, because what does it matter? It's true. I don't want to believe it's true, but it's true. It doesn't matter if we stay up. If we stay up, we're going to be shit next year. We are. We're going to be an embarrassment. We're going to be going through all of this again next year. That's what's going to happen. And it's because of this kind of attitude as a collective with our fans. Can you believe there's only 17,000 fucking signatures on that petition that was started nearly a year ago now? Only 17,000. As a collective, this ball, they're wankers. But you know what? We ain't really helped ourselves. This is our club. It ain't a case of, I just want to go along and watch the football, not worry about anything else. But now you're going to piss and moan and cry when it looks like it's going to go up in smoke. This is your club. Treat it like it's your fucking club. You should care. You should fucking care. But it's too late to fucking care now, isn't it? The murder's already taken place. I don't fucking know. I'm just frustrated. I really am fucking frustrated. I am. Exactly. How have we only got 17,000 signatures? And that is on us. That's on us as a fan base. As shit as they are, that's on us. And even now, with Hammers United, if they organise a protest for the next game, if they do, you'll have West Ham fans criticising them. You will. Back the team, you've got to get behind the team. Are you fucking, is there something wrong with you? The club is dying. There won't be a team left in about a year's or 2 years' time if it keeps on like this. The most important thing is getting them fuckers out because they're eating us from the inside out. So no, so much for me not ranting. Honestly. Yeah. Fernandes will be gone in the summer. He will be gone. Jimmy will be gone. Bowen will be gone. But we ain't going to get as much as what we think we're going to get for him. What we're going to get for him, 30 million? Because he's been shit this year. He's gone downhill. Nuno don't get the best out of him. He's 30. Going to be almost 31 time we sell him. We ain't selling Harry Kane here. We're selling Bowen. So, no, we're not going to get as much as what we think for these players. You got fucking Diouf. He'll probably be off. Not that I really care about that because we've got Scholes. But I'll tell you what else worries me as well. Somebody else, I'll keep on pushing back on this. Because of the situation that we're in financially, the thing that really, really fucking bothers me is I'm pinning my hopes on us, if we do sell all these players, going again with our youth team players. What's bothering me is I think they're going to try and sell some of these fucking players because it's pure profit. I reckon they're going to try and farm these players out and try and sell them. They're going the wrong way about it because if you're going to do that, then what you need to be doing is have a manager and a coach that can mould and develop players and turn them into assets that other clubs want to buy so you can actually make fucking money out of them. We won't do that. We'll sell a player that's going to end up a £50 million player for £5 million now and think we've done good business, like we've just done with Guilherme, 14 million. We paid 14 million for him. He's literally been a revelation since he's been at Sporting Lisbon. And then we went out and we paid 23 million for a bloke who looked like he ain't ever kicked a fucking ball before. Yes, he runs a lot. Big fucking whoop. I'd run a lot. If they paid me what they're paying him, I'd be like, fuck me, I can't believe I'm here. I'd run around. You'd love me. You'd feel sorry for me. Because that's what we do. We feel sorry for shit players if they work hard. They're not really helping us. I'm fucking sick of it. It ain't going to help us in the long run. Not in the Premier League. It ain't. It's the top league for a fucking reason. Full of good players. I'm fucking wound up. But yeah, we was battered by a poor Liverpool. Battered by a poor Liverpool. I just don't know. I don't really know what else to say about this, what else to think about this. I don't. Like I said, I feel more passion now than what I did when I was watching that game, where I felt nothing. Nothing really. You know, didn't get excited when we scored, got a goal back, weren't bothered when they scored, weren't surprised, didn't care, weren't sitting there thinking, oh no, we're going down now, because I am literally in my head, I'm still going to rant and have a reaction because I don't want to go down. But when you think rationally about it, it doesn't matter. It doesn't. We're fucked. West Ham are fucked. We're not going to find anyone to we're going to. I'm sure we will force them out now, by the way, because there's nothing left. We'll force them out. They'll go. Plus, we know the other stuff that's going on in the background with this dirty little fuck. But you know what? Before whatever happens, he's killed this club. He has. If Brady gets sacked now, the damage is done. The damage is done. We are going to be the next fucking Birmingham, either this season or next season, unless somebody comes in, some amazing owner that no one knows anything about, some Saudi bloke with, multi-billionaires going to come in, clear all our debts, redevelop our fucking training ground, do this, do that. But don't you think every club dreams of that? Every club does. We ain't that fucking lucky, are we? Let's face it, it ain't going to happen. It's boring. The whole thing is fucking boring. And the thing that really bothers me is I've been getting so emotionally invested in this. And I'm saying that as I'm getting emotionally invested. But it's going to get less and less. Because once that thing from the accounts really settles in and really kind of, once you really, really kind of sit there and think about that, you do realise it just doesn't matter now. Like I said, it is like we're in a fucking... I didn't even feel like I was watching my team there. Them players ain't even going to be here next year. Not the ones that you want to still be here. They won't be here next year. They're not going to. We've got to sell them. They'll definitely be gone if we go down, but they will likely be gone if we stay up. Because we can't afford to not sell them. So no, it's a bit of an overreaction. An overreaction to what, mate? An overreaction to the fact that we're skint? Is it? To the fact that even if we stay up, we've got to sell our fucking players, which we have, which they've more or less said as well. Although they didn't need to say it, anyone with eyes in their head can have a look at those accounts, see what's just happened with the fact that we've been selling players en masse, on loop, since Rice went, and know what's going to happen in the summer. Because we've got so much fucking debt, we have to sell... And we've got more money going out than we've got coming in. We've got to sell players every fucking year or window by the looks of it, just to keep our heads above water. That's it. But yeah, this is the trouble. Too many fans don't really care. You know, all you're thinking about is the next game, the next game, the next game, and that is how we're and that is how we've ended up in this mess now. 17,000 signatures. And it won't grow now. It won't. Nobody fucking really cares. They don't. It's depressing. It has to be Areola on Wednesday. It won't be Areola on Wednesday. It won't be. And there'll be still fans out there going, oh, no, it can't. Because he helps us play out from the back. He can't fucking move when someone shoots at him. But he can pass the ball. Not as well as what people say as well, as I've just shown you. Because they are not good stats. He's fucking shit. We demand a club statement. Why? So they can lie to us. Why? Do you really want to hear what they've got to say? Do you? It will just be full of lies. I don't really want to hear anything from them. I don't want to hear fuck all from them. Nothing. They've done enough. I don't want to hear what they've got to say. All they do is lie. Do you remember the last time we had a club statement? Just before Potter got sacked, when Brady came out and wrote that 500-page fucking essay about how we're backing the manager and Carl McCauley and everything else. What a load of bollocks. They talk shit. They do. I'm fuming. Right, anyway, I'm going to go through the comments quickly. Let's start at the top. Foxes are screaming, how you doing, mate? How rubbish was that? Let me sort this out. I don't know why I have to do this every time. It's driving me mad. Right, hang on. I'm just going to sort the comment window out first, and then I'll get going. Hang on. Right, Foxes are screaming, how rubbish was that? Shit, in my opinion. You don't get beat 5-2 and say it was good. It weren't. The players did all right. But that is not a good Liverpool team. That ain't like Liverpool teams that have put 5 past us in the past. They're nowhere near that level. Paul says, evening, Nick. Hello, mate. Sit back and let them score exactly. Clown Cockney says, I was told to come here by Geos. Fans, Steve at West Ham United, Bell. Got to be honest, I knew we weren't going to get anything today. No, same here, mate. Same here. Bear X, after today's performance, I can't see that we're staying up. Well, look, I don't think that game defines whether or not we're going to stay up. We was away at Liverpool. You can afford to lose at Liverpool. But I just feel like we've been on a bit. We've had our run, right? We've had a good run. And we haven't moved outside that bottom three. Not once. We've had a good run of games, and we're still in the bottom three. We can't maintain that for the rest of the season. The games are getting harder. We had a good run of games. We had a good block of games. And that helped. Geordie Hammer, 67. Hello, Amanda. Right, let's go through doing everything we can to keep Forest up by the look of it. Yeah, it's looking that way. Man City situation going to save us. I don't think that'll be this season, though, mate. That'll be next season. I don't think that'll be this season. Not really surprised by the result, but I expected a little more. No. I agree. Charlie says, I thought we were okay. We were not 5-2 bad. No, look, I'll agree with that. It wasn't. You weren't a 5-2 game. I don't know. What if? I suppose if everyone scored all their chances, we'd have lost what? 8-4, 8-5. We didn't deserve to win that game. We didn't deserve to draw it. We didn't. So we can say we can say it weren't a 5-2 game, but they deserved to win. We didn't. Paul Ketley says, pure incompetence, financially fucked. We are, mate. We are. Paul Sullivan says, open play. We were good in parts of the game in open play, but never looked clinical and never do. Not at them. Well, we were for a while, and now we're not. Jimmy almost scored a beautiful goal, didn't he? Oh, that would have been a great goal. But wasn't meant to be. John Will says the club has been fucked over by rich people playing games. Absolutely that. They've squeezed this club for everything that they can squeeze it for. And now, like I've already said, they have milked the cow dry. They've made themselves very rich off the back of it as well, using club money and finance on, club that's secured against the club. And that's going to be around about the time that they fuck off, when they might have to start clearing some debts. Bowen is playing like he doesn't want to leave. I don't know about that, mate. I think, look, he's trying as he always is, but we were really shit out on that right-hand side today, I thought. I don't think Wan-Bissaka was much better. I thought we were really poor out there. Full of effort, as he always is, Bowen. He's done a few good things, but he's just not the player he was at the moment, is he? There's something not quite right about him, Maybe he's carrying an injury. Maybe it's more of a mental thing. Because like I said, if you care about the club, you're not just a player, but you actually care about the club, and you know all this shit's going on, it's going to affect you, innit? It's going to affect you. Stevie Bell says, and at the moment we're paying Nuno, Loppy and Potter bowl accounts. We are, but I said this to Kerry the other day. That's a big deal. What's it costing us? £10 million a year. But not really. Because 10 million is probably, what a serious club would pay a good manager anyway. It's only a lot of money to us because we get in these cheap as chips managers. So we've ended up paying collectively what we would pay for a top manager. If you go out and you get someone like an Iriola, or you get a top manager or a Silva, a player that can turn, a rock into a gem, that can basically increase the value of your assets, it's money well spent. But what we do is we go out and get managers that do the exact fucking opposite. They do the opposite. They devalue our players. We saw it under Moyes. We've seen it the whole way through. Under Moyes, a few players shone. Everyone else got shit on. 93 says, small picture. We were good today. Definitely not a 5-2 game. Bigger picture. The ownership will make this club go bust. Up. We was all right, mate. I wouldn't say we was good. I mean, we weren't shit, but yeah. No, we was never ever. I thought Liverpool had quite an easy, fun game, if I'm honest. It was a bit like Felt a little bit like a basketball. It didn't feel serious to me, that game. Didn't feel that serious, really. You know, they looked like they was having fun, to be quite honest. And whenever they needed to, they went up a gear and just, you know, another goal. I don't know. Stylish Paul says, you were bang on the money, Nick. Sad thing is, some fans don't listen. Well, and they still won't now. Even with those accounts there in black and white, they'll still fucking bury their heads in the sand and go, oh, no. As I said earlier on, it's all right, Gov. We'll be fine. What are you worrying about it for? It ain't fucking all right. It's not. It's not all right at all. Still buying shit players? Yes, we are. Right, hang on. I'm going to scroll down to the bottom. Just really fucking depressed after that. I'm going out tonight. I'm going to have a drink. That made me feel better. Right, Nick Roper. He says, I think it's game over, Nick, personally. In my opinion, Areola saves at least 3 of the goals today. I don't disagree. If not 4 as well. I just don't see us getting enough wins. The whole club is in freefall. I don't see it. I mean, look, he might have, he might not have. He would certainly have made a better attempt. Like I said, Hermansen don't even fucking move. He doesn't move. It really pisses me off. He doesn't even move. I don't know why. Hello, mate. Hello, Rob. JK says, we need a new keeper regardless. Oh, mate. What is it people's problems with a... Do you know something? People want a perfect goalkeeper. The best shot stopper in the world. The best at distribution. The best at communication. That goalkeeper ain't playing for West Ham. He ain't. It's like us saying we want a striker that don't waste any fucking chances. He's great in the air. He's rapid. He can fucking score from long range. We've literally got a French international goalkeeper, a brilliant shot stopper. He is. Has he got a few shortfalls? Fine. We ain't getting a perfect keeper, man. We're not. He's as perfect as we're going to get. Areola won't be standing on 140 grand a week. No, I'm sure he won't. I'm sure he'll be gone. Iron 72. I'm sure Mads hasn't passed the ball to an opposition player yet. Yes, he has. I watched it today. But like with everything else, you only see what you want to see. So if you don't like Areola, you'll be laser focused watching him, like people were with Paqueta. Laser focused watching him, and the minute a ball goes to the fucking... I saw it 3-4 times today, where he plays a long ball out. There weren't even a West Ham player where he kicked it. So yes, he does pass to the opposition. Exactly the same fucking thing. But you like Hermansen, you don't like Areola. Obsidian Curse, that's the problem, Trodge. It's not a valid criticism. It's just finding the next person's blame for everything when the problem has been hierarchy for over a decade. It has been hierarchy for over a decade. It has. Christian Gibbings, he says, we do care, Nick, but we're all beaten down. This club feels like Groundhog Day. There's nothing left of our club. No, I know. Look, I know. The thing that bothers me, I know as a collective, we are to blame because as we've got a massive fan base and there's only 17,000 signatures on there. And if you go to the protests, it's good. You get a lot of people, but not enough. Not representative of our fan base. Not enough of us. Do you know what I mean? So, of course, there are a large number of fans that do care and that will do something about it and that will act. But I would say the majority don't. Andrew Fitz, he says, to let 5 in is just embarrassing. Could have been 6. Probably, yeah, could have been 7, to be honest. But we could have scored more as well. That's what I mean. It could have been a much higher scoring game. Brady just there for a Botox money bank. Oh, I don't know. And it's depressing, people. It really is. So, look, I'm going to leave this now. I was going to do a phone-in, but I'm going to leave that till tomorrow. We're going to watch the... I really don't want to watch them, but we've got to watch the Nottingham Forest and the Spurs games at 2:00. Sit there like saddos begging that they both lose, like we do every fucking weekend, just so that we're still relevant. You know, sit there begging that Nottingham Forest don't win and Spurs, just so we're still relevant. It's fucking boring. It's boring and it's embarrassing, is what it is. We're not doing our side of the. We're not putting in our side of the fucking deal here at all. We're not. You know, we haven't had one good fucking actual win yet. I can't call Tottenham a good win. I can't. because they're shit, or they was when we played them. Absolute shit. There hasn't been a surprising win. We haven't gone all out yet. We came close against Chelsea. We came close against Man United, but tactically we shat ourselves in those games. It weren't just bad luck. Man United, the goal was coming. Like I gave you 4 examples where they could have scored. Xerxes almost scored before they actually scored. It was coming. We were just sat so deep. So we've not helped ourselves. We haven't. I'm just fed up with it now. I am. It's gonna make it very, very, very tough to follow this through until the end of the season, because all you can do really is bury your head in the sand and just pretend that everything's all right, and pretend that if we do stay up, it's the best thing ever because we've got Premier League next year. Woohoo! We're gonna get battered every fucking week. It's gonna be great. What's the point? Might as well go now. Accept our fate now. Just go. We was going to get our fucking new owner. They'd have bought us by now. They wouldn't have been sitting there waiting for us to free fall through the fucking leagues, would they? That ain't going to happen. It's coming, whether this season or next. And I don't know if I can put up with another year of embarrassment in the Premier League again. I just can't. I don't want to. So if we stay up, whatever, as far as I'm concerned. But no, those accounts, I can see why they held them back, because it has made it all, a little bit irrelevant. And yeah, people are talking about the panorama and everything else. I can't talk, as you know, can't talk about it in details. Yeah, look, I hope it happens, and I hope it does what it needs to fucking do. Won't change the situation at our club, but it might get them out. I mean, that'll be something to celebrate at least. But like I've just said, the damage is done. They've done what they came here to do. They've done what they went to Birmingham to do. They're fucking locusts. They are. They suck the life out of everything. Horrible. Horrible bastards. Well, I'm going to go anyway. I'm going to go and get off my soapbox, liven up, and get ready for a night out. Try and enjoy your Saturday evenings as well. It really ain't worth fucking. It's not worth getting angry over. Again, I can't say that when I just lose my temper every 2 minutes, but I'm not going to talk about it anymore tonight, although I am going out of a party with a load of Spurs fans. So wish me luck. Speak to you all soon. Come on, you irons.